Last second.
All right, folks, apparently we have a bell. This is the main event. The match is on. Remington Rhor versus Raven Havok. This is what we've been waiting all night for. This is the time for bloodletting. This is the time for battle, and this is the time to see which man reigns supreme.
Oh my God, I want to thank fucking Raven Havok and Remington Rhor for allowing me to give the commentary on the main event with these motherfuckers in Citizen Wrestling Society. I'm so excited about this.
The initial
Even if I'm slurring my word sinister.
Citizen Wrestling Society, we may or may not have been drinking over here at the commentary table. But we've seen them fight over a light tube, and Raven seemed to have gotten the initial advantage, which is kind of surprising. Because Raven definitely giving the leverage and strength advantage over to Remington.
Yeah, well, but this is his house. And this is his hood, this is his people, and that's going to give him a fire that maybe his opponents might not necessarily have in this match. Also, we want to mention this is an as above, so below match, which means they've pulled out the ropes, and we have double-sided barbed wire and two really unusual contraptions. Can we describe it?
This looks like it could end badly.
And this is a friggin' title match. I mean, this is all the cake and candy you want.
This is your classic deathmatch. Oh, God, right into the wire.
Oh, well, Remington Rhor is now standing above Raven.
Really the two predominant schools of deathmatch wrestling. Remington is your barbarian. He's the one that will come at you with sheer brute force. Raven is a light tube ninja. That dude will come at you from angles you don't expect and come at you in ways that you don't see coming. So it's very much a styles clash. And as we always say, styles make matches.
But that's not unusual for Raven. He has gone against some really, really unusual opponents and really larger than him, 2 or 3 times his size.
Oh, we've seen... Even just one duo backstage, we've seen Raven go against Sarah, and we have seen him go against Brad. Like a couple backstage, but they are two very different styles of deathmatch wrestlers. Wow.
And the audience liked that one.
In both senses, but right now Remy is beating that ass.
Beating that ass with a light tube, to be exact. Oh, and there it goes, right there.
I have said it many a time. I think Remington Rhor might be the next big thing in deathmatch wrestling. This guy is a fucking beast.
I would like to see him just any way, shape, or form. I mean, I won't say he isn't pleasant to look on the eyes either for us female wrestling fans.
Yeah, and on my side, this dude's wielding a fucking machete.
Well, I mean, it is...
Lay the blood off. There you go.
I mean, this is a kind of a horror match after all. I mean, they named it after hell.
I love him for that.
All right, what do we got going on here?
Of course, we can't see past the giant back of Cram right there. There you go.
Oh, yes, the parting of the Red Sea. We can now actually see the bloodshed. All right, so...
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Over that senton.
Oh!
Big step up senton with a bundle of light tubes.
That brings a tear to my eye, man. And not just because stuff is in it. It's just beautiful, man.
I think that might bring a tear to Remington's eye. What's important of anybody. And the ref isn't even counting.
But here it is. That's the difference in styles. Like, Raven can get height even from a standing position and land on you in ways you've never thought could be possible. But Remington Rhor is back up because he's a tough son of a bitch.
Got him right up against those light tube ropes. Big headbutt. And see, that's the kind of move that is a very calculated move in a match like this, because you are betting that it will do more damage to your opponent than it will to you.
Now we have the first use of the barbed wire, so...
Drop toe hold into the second barbed wire rope. Page out of Belton Creedmoor's playbook. Of course, he'll injure you with that one. Okay.
All right, so I think we're going for the forehead.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Raven the Impaler here.
Remington Rhor, a unicorn that he never intended to be.
You take one of those light tubes, you break it over someone, it breaks into 1,000 shards. You break it yourself, that turns into a shank. That turns into a weapon with 1,000 tiny, jagged shards that you can drive into the head, the midsection, any part of your opponent you want to.
And apparently for Rhor, it also is dinner.
Rhor might be into it. I don't know.
I mean, he just ate that
And, right into the barbed wire.
Oh, but back in. See, Raven's speed, he can just throw anybody anywhere he wants. It doesn't matter how big they are.
The thing about speed like that is that you can shift your weight. And an opponent like Remington Rhor that is heavier than Raven, you can shift your weight and use that to drive them into the barbed wire.
Raven's like, fuck
even
this.
as the smaller man. And we've seen that many a time. Raven, being the smaller man in a lot of these death matches, has really learned how to use leverage and the lower center of gravity and things like that to his advantage.
I've been a huge fan of Raven since I started going to death matches.
Oh, shit.
I know, but he's up, though, man. This thing, Remington Rhor, is very powerful. No. Contraption number 1!
Michinoku tables through a glass through chairs. That's gotta be it.
Holy shit. Oh, it's right. Everyone is in shock. The audience is like, I don't even know how to deal with that. Raven did not get back up.
From our commentary position, I can't really see a lot of what happened. All I see is a lot of wreckage and two bodies not moving at all. And a crowd chanting, holy shit.
We see some story. It looks like Rhor is up first, but Raven is still down. Let's see.
Jeez, man. That was brutal.
I have a question as a inferior deathmatch commentator. I can't even say the word.
Commentator?
Yeah, commentator. Do we do countouts in deathmatch wrestling?
No, there are no countouts.
So basically they can just stay there as long as they want.
Well, that is the referee's discretion. If the referee decides Raven cannot continue the match, then they can call it.
Yeah,
but if it just takes him a little longer than that 20 count, or 10 count or 20 count that were normally allowed, that is up to the referee's discretion, especially in a main event like this.
Oh, well, Raven is not going to go down that easily.
Oh, no, Raven isn't going out like that. In the words of Cypress Hill, we ain't going out like that.
However, it does look like both guys are a little worse for wear from that first contraption.
You think? That was broken glass and barbed wire and wood, and I'd be a little worse for wear too.
Yet there's still another one.
And I'm not the physical shape that Remington Rhor or Raven Havok is.
All right, so.
All right, we see. Oh.
It looks like we're going to have a tube
Remington
fight.
Just sliding light tubes to Raven. Like you're saying, motherfucker, come at me. And they're just trading shots of those tubes.
I mean, this is a light tube chop fight, basically.
Here we go.
Oh.
And they're just picking up the broken shards of light tubes. They've already broken over each other and breaking them again.
Well, waste not, want not. So, it's there, it's available.
It's like, hey, you see this broken glass I broke over your face? That's not enough. Let's do it again.
Hell yeah. All right.
What a bunch of sick bastards. I love it.
Let's see. We got some setup here. Everyone's quiet. There's a hush in the crowd. All right, so what's going to happen next?
Deathmatch fans known for being loud. Sometimes it's
oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Is that a car door over there?
Yes, there's a hood floating around somewhere. They used it in one of the previous matches, but it didn't get used.
We saw Cole 45 get devastated by taking a slam on one of those. That could be it.
I think they decided since it didn't get used in the last match, they might as well put it back out. So.
Might as well. Here comes Raven.
That's right. Who's up
Raven
first?
With the crowd behind him, getting up first. Remy not too far behind him. Oh, big uppercut there.
I mean, I would say Rhor's fist is almost as big as Raven's head.
Oh, what a choke slam.
Oh, my goodness.
Remy in control of this match. Remington Rhor goes for 1-2, and
I know, Raven ain't going down like that.
Man.
Oh, I would. I'd be done.
Dude, if I were Remington, I would have gone for the cover there, because that would have knocked off any normal person.
Yeah.
But there's Raven Havok. Raven Havok, as we've seen, can take an abundance of punishment.
I've seen him get injured with in a ring where he was bleeding profusely, and all he did was tape it up and go right back in when other people would have been sent to the hospital.
But like we say, here we go. Oh, nice versus Remy right down into the light tubes.
Rhor still much though. He's got a lot of control in this fight.
Dude, no lie, I've seen both these guys take injuries in matches that would have ended any other man's matches.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to take something insane to put one of these men away.
Well, we'd only hope not, right? So.
Like I always say, this is probably the most violent thing you'll ever see that you won't have to testify about later.
Contraption number 2!
Oh, my God!
Oh, my gosh. All right,
through barbed wire, through glass, through doors, through light tubes, as the crowd is saying through holy shit.
Holy shit is right.
These two competitors still battling it out. I can't believe what we're watching.
I mean, and they're going to get up and continue because they are just two badass motherfuckers. So, I mean, this is blowing my mind, dude.
I don't even know what to say. Like, we can't see anything. I don't know if they're even picking these guys up.
I mean, at this point, do we really want to see the carnage? I mean, it's got to be just terrible. But then again, it's deathmatch wrestling. It's always terrible and beautiful all at the same time.
I think I'm seeing from this side, and I can absolutely identify with this. Remington, with a beautiful, luscious head of hair, I think might be trapped in the wire.
I have had very similar things happen to me where I've gotten trapped in barbed wire with my hair. So I understand what you're saying. It's no good. No good. when I was caving, I got my hair caught. So
I just thought that was a kinky misadventure, but
no, it's. Well, it could be.
Anyway,
we digress.
Is the battle of two gladiators.
It's
still
really
trying to fight back.
Force of will at this point, right? I mean, it's really like who's got the strength inside to get their asses out of the contraption and back in the ring.
In the Coliseum, this is, we've thrown you both to the lions. Now you've killed them both. Let's see who kills each other now.
Well, they're back in, as far as I can tell, back in the ring. Still can't see anything, but Rhor is in the center, so he looks. They look pretty much both worse.
How are both of these guys in the ring right now? What the fuck is wrong with both of them?
Neither one is going to give up. There's a sheer force of willpower here.
Raven gonna get back. There we go. You're gonna have to kill one of these guys to pin them.
The only problem with killing someone would be a lot of cleanup. It already is as it is, so. Oh!
There we go. And the glass flies in the crowd.
I'm not sure Raven can actually see his opponent at this point.
He's kind of swinging at what he hears. Yeah, I don't blame you.
Tubes are going too close.
Here we go.
All right.
Raven.
Yeah, no, the blood in his eyes are obscuring his view.
It's amazing the blood loss at this point, preventing each man from swinging the light tubes hard enough to break it over the other man's head. Like, the amount of strength that is lost through this much blood.
Oh!
The big injury to the back. Raven has got to cover him right now.
Raven,
Right
come on,
now,
you can do this.
if he wants to win this
Oh,
match, he has to cover
but
him.
Rhor is still fighting.
This is it.
And it's done.
That's it. You're a winner. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in right here to the initial offering of the Sinister Wrestling Society. We hope you have enjoyed tonight's show. Thank you, and may bloodlust reign supreme.